just made it to Essex Farm. This is a memorial to John McCrae. He wrote a famous poem in 1915 called In Flanders Fields. I'm just gonna quickly go through it now. There's a big memorial in front of This is one of the to-do to check out when we're here. This map here, this little plaque here, gives you an idea of what was happening in the early stages. And it's involved in this area. As you can see, this is just one. This is one of many, many cemeteries in this area. This is I've got some time, so I'm gonna take my time in this. It's just row upon row of crosses. What makes this one pretty much a must-see is, when you're in the area, is that there is a very, very, very famous war poem written by John McCrae. He was a Canadian that was working as a medic in this area, and he witnessed one of his friends get blown to pieces by an artillery shell. And afterwards, he wrote a poem, a very famous one, which I'll read to you. Maybe not in this video because it'll be quite long, otherwise there's just row and row and row. Look at them all. It's just a huge monument there as well. Yeah, he wrote a very famous poem called In Flanders Fields. As I said in one of my earlier videos, over 600,000 soldiers were killed in this tiny area of Belgium, and there were a lot of New Zealanders that were killed as well. The darkest day was on October the 12th, 1917, when we were attacking a position the Germans held in preparation for an assault on Passchendaele. And our troops, New Zealand troops, when I say our, I mean New Zealand troops, were cut down in droves, and we suffered, on that one day alone, 843 men were killed. 843. And then you got to multiply times 3 were wounded. That was the New Zealand division. It was on October the 12th, 1917. This one is quite a large cemetery. I don't know how many stones are here, but each body they found, they gave a headstone to. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't know if I have mentioned it actually. I've done a video. I have been to Tynecott, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to redo my videos there. Each soldier they found, it doesn't matter if they could identify a soldier or not. If they found a soldier, they would bury them with a tombstone, with a stone tablet. There's just so many crosses here, so many stones. At the start, after the few years after the war, they were marked with little crosses, but eventually they were replaced with stone tablets as more a permanent marker. I mean, this place is immense. And there's a rabbit running through. And each man each person, each name that they had that they couldn't match to a body that they couldn't know. Some soldiers were just blown to pieces and there was nothing identified of them, but they knew that they'd been killed. They would put their name on the market, they would engrave their name on a wall or something, like you'll see in the Menin Gate, where there's over 56,000 names. Those names on the wall mean that they weren't able to find a body. So anyone they couldn't find a body for, that they knew was dead, they would just engrave their name on a wall or some form of other memorial. This place is insanely huge. Their name liveth forevermore. This place is just, I mean, this isn't even one of the largest ones. This is just it's, look here. I'll get a bird pan view. Most of these people buried here, I can see all sorts. I haven't seen any New Zealand grave markers though. English and Canadians, Welsh. There's some flags flying. They might be the nationalities actually of the people buried in here, but I'm not sure. See, there's a classic example. Known unto God. That means that a body part was found, but they weren't able to identify the person. Good. And literally this area of Ieper is just full. I mean, not full, there is just dozens of these graveyards, more cemeteries.